The white whale from ReZero has been built in Minecraft for the first time. Why? Because I just happen to like Minecraft and ReZero at the same time. This video is going to show and explain how I have done this build. For the first step, before opening a Minecraft world, I decided to go on the wiki to find how big the whale really is. I found there that it was approximately 50 meters long, so I hopped into Minecraft and built a row of 50 blocks long. I quickly realized that it wasn't going to be enough, so I added about 50 more. We were now at 100 blocks long. I thought it was going to be alright with 50 blocks, so I went with it. Just spamming the sphere command to make a small part of its body. Here I have made the head, but I'm really not happy with it, so I just deleted it all. Here I deleted the most part of the body that I had made to start make a better version of it with an actual skeleton and not just spamming the commands. You're probably not going to believe me, but that head alone, not that one that you see on the screen, but the head when it's done, took me, I would say, about 5 hours because it was massive and full of details. Oh, yeah, I just deleted the whole body. Doing some lines, I'm sorry for the particle effects, I'm going to remove them later. Here are the curves I chose for the body. And that's what happens when you choose the wrong tool. Here I was trying to place some blocks, but instead I just made a gigantic hole in front of it. And then I was like, oh man, the head's a bit big, so I'm just going to make the body about 50 blocks longer. So we were now at about 150 blocks long. Just continuing to make the shape, and I'm not going to make it tail until a lot later. That was like one of the latest thing I've done. Here you can see a way better version of the head, and the lower part of the mouth is almost complete. And by almost complete, I mean the only structure, because for the details, it's really not that great. Here I realized, while making the body, that I would need a skeleton. I could not just spam the command like I had tried to. So I deleted it and started to make some ribs. Turned out pretty good, and I used the /line white wool command to make the structure to fill in the gaps in the lines. The structure is good, but it's just not good enough. It seems like it was made by a robot. It's really not great at all. So here I upgraded it by a long way. Not here though, just here. It's not done yet. Now it's a bit better than last time. Now I've done the eye, and I've cleaned up the mouth. I'll add some blocks under it later, but for the moment I just polished the top side of it. Making the ribs under, again same process, / line. I don't know why, but from this angle it looks kinda bold. Ribs on the right side. I mean, it depends on what side you look at it. And again, it looks computer generated, so I just make it a lot better. I made a huge mistake while making it. I don't know why, but I moved the whole structure by 5 blocks on the right. It was just horrible, so I spent at least some amount of hours trying to fix it. It was pretty long. I fixed it. Now it's much better. I will see my stats here. This is actually on the same world that my ReZero mention I made. I think it was my first video. Slowly making progress to make it a bit more symmetrical. And I was a bit afraid to work on the underside of it, but it turned out just time consuming, and it was just time consuming. It wasn't that hard. Here I'm trying to make the mouth, but I didn't make any structure before, so it turned out horrible. I just deleted it and made one a bit better. Here I'm trying to work on the underside of the mouth, just taking a selfie after making the horn. And here I'm making the tail. Some ribs for around the tail. And it was done. Here I'm... This was before, and I tried to make it look better, but it was too much of a curve, so I made it less of a curve, and it turned out pretty good. On the right, computer generated once again. See how I'm making the mouth here? I am not going to improve it because I am just tired of making organic structures just like the thumb right here. It just takes too much time. Here I copied it to the other side and now it looks just about good. The mouth is almost complete. I think so. Yeah, I also made the teeth, but it's pretty hard to see. Here I'm doing the base of the larger wings of the body. Same thing for the other side. Here I made the structure, filled in the gaps in one side and made it look good. Oh, the shadow. This is not the completed shadow, but it still looks really cool. Some additional wings? Is that even a wing? I don't know. It looks nice. And here it is. The completed body. Well, still missed one part. Here I tried to make some light gray wool lines on the underside of it. It looked really bad, so I deleted it instantly and I did this small things on the head. The same thing that produced the fog, I think. Yeah. Here in this screenshot you can see the magic circle complete. It really didn't take me long. Yeah. I'm a bit ashamed to say this, but you see this thing at the center? Well, it's not centered. This is one block thick. This is 2 block. This is 1 block. This is not centered. This is not at the center of the circle. That's awful. Here you can see what Subaru really saw when he said, when we are introduced to it in the big battle in the anime. A picture from above. Another one. I think this looks sick. I really do. I'm so proud of myself. I hope you enjoyed the video and the animation at the start. That took me a lot longer than I thought.